Good morning, welcome to BodyFIT Core. How are we today on Thursday morning? So all you're going to need this morning is a mat. You might want to grab a drink and pop some music on. So I'm Sam, I'm going to take you through our BodyFIT Core workout. We've got 4 rounds of working our core this morning, but you are in charge of the music that is going to be the backdrop, the playlist to our work this morning. So grab a mat or something that's going to be comfortable for you on the floor. You don't need any other equipment. Grab a drink and grab some music. Pop it on, get ready. We've got a warm-up and then we've got 4 rounds of work. 2 sets that we repeat twice. So we'll start with a warm-up, then we will get set up for our first 2 sets of work, and then we have a rest break between each of our sets, and then we start with our second block of exercises. We're going to be working in intervals, 30 seconds of work with 15 seconds rest, so we've got time to transition between each of our exercises. So that means we've got 8 exercises, 8 sets of work each of the rounds, and we repeat them twice through, and then there's 2 blocks of those exercises. So if you want, and when you're ready, come on down onto your mat. We're going to start in a really strong core brace position. So feet flat, hip distance apart, knees bent, and a brace through the core. So a strong brace in the core. And the best way for us to do that, pop your hands just behind your lower back, draw your shoulders back and down, and draw your belly button in towards your spine. You should feel a light pressure on the fingertips. That's core control. So we will control through the front of the core, lower back, pressing downwards towards the mat. This is where we're going to keep our control throughout the 30 minutes of work that we've got today. So that keeps the work in the front, protects the back of our bodies. Anytime you need to, whilst we are working, do take a rest as and when. Work to your own levels, and any injuries, medical conditions or pregnancies, please be mindful of any of the exercises that we are executing and do so responsibly. And anytime you feel any pain, anything that is uncomfortable, please do stop. And make sure if you are concerned about anything, you check out our library so you can have a little look and see what exercises are involved in each of our daily classes, and have a little look before you join in with one of our sessions. So for now, this is our Thursday morning BodyFIT Core workout. Come on down, find that core control, and we will get started with our Thursday morning with a great good morning core workout. So drawing the belly into the spine, hands to temples, drawing the shoulders back and down and the belly into the spine, strong core brace, and we lift up for a C crunch. 2 up, 2 down, 1, 2, 2, 1. So lifting the shoulders, tucking the chin, sliding the ribs to the hips and the gaze between the knees. Smoothly lifting up and down. 1 more, shoulders down, single toe tap. So legs come down, tapping lightly on the toes. Knees over hips, shoulders back and down. Hands to temples, and we change this to a cross crawl. So shoulders lift and we rotate through the center. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Elbows stay wide and legs tap nice and soft. 3, 2, 1. Toe tap only. Shoulders down, just the toe taps. So strong core brace, making sure we've got our lower back connected with the mat. And our shoulders down too. Back to cross crawl. So fingertips just lightly on the temples. Rotation through the upper body, and take the gaze As you turn, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes down, shoulders down, roll it down. Slide the heels towards the hips. Press up into hip bridge. So squeeze the glutes, press into the heels, chin tucks to the chest. And we draw the belly in, pressing down into the heels. Halfway down and halfway up. Take a little pulse here. So drop it down and squeeze it up. Working through our posterior chain, through the back of the body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll down gently. Get that core control back, hands to temples, shoulders back and down, 2-2 crunch up and down. Lifting and lowering. So as you get warmer, try and lift a little higher. Thinking about sliding the ribs to the hips. Taking a breath in, exhale as you come down. Double toe tap this time. Up, up, down, down. So just hinging up, bring the shins parallel to the floor. Drawing that back down. Lift smooth, lower smooth, and hold. So, you should feel a little bit warmer down. We have got 8 rounds, 8 sets in round 1. My apologies. 30 seconds of work with 15 seconds rest between each. And we're going to repeat this set twice. And you've got 30 seconds between the 2 rounds. And then we'll move on to a second set of exercises. Our first exercise is a crunch. So a simple crunch that we saw in the warm-up, 30 seconds on. Then we move into a cross crawl, just again, like we did when we were in the warm-up. So we're sitting up, exercise 1, exercise 2, coming across, exercise 3, lift chest, oblique crunch, taking the hands to the wrists, side to side. Exercise 3, single toe taps, chest lifted, and then we move into some punch pulses. So our punch pulses, we're going to reach up to the centre, hands between the knees. Then we move into a front, middle, back, middle crunch exercise. Exercise number 7, that's 6. We're going to take it up and around. So hands come up and around, engaging obliques and abs. That's exercise 7. Exercise 8, we're going to extend arms up and we have a dead bug, extending back, alternating arm and legs. My favourite core exercise. So let's start with that crunch to get us set up. So 30 seconds of work and we get ready. So draw the belly into the spine. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds, up we come and down we go. So lifting the shoulders, bracing the core nice and strong, bringing the gaze between the legs. So fingertips just lightly on the temples, halfway already. So lift and lower. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. We come into the cross crawl. So like the warm-up, hands to temples, and we're going to rotate upper body, opposite elbow to opposite knee. So lift chest, rotate front to back. So keep the elbows wide, chest lifted, crunching into the centre of our body. Drawing breath in, pressing down into the lower back. Open through the chest. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Oblique crunch. So we're going to lift palms to ceiling and side to side ankle taps with the outside of our hands. Lift up, hands reach and tap side to side. So keep the chin to the chest and keep the hips square and stable. Shoulders are lifted and we're tapping side to side. halfway there. Anytime you need to, reset the head, brace the core, come on up. So the work should be through the abs and not the neck. Breathe it in. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. So the single toe taps. Bring the knees over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. Draw the belly in, shoulders down. And we tap alternating legs. Draw strong core brace, tapping the toes. So lower abs working here, firing for stability and firing to draw that knee back up. So anchor through your upper body, halfway there. Exercise 5, tapping toes, bracing core, smiles on. 3, 2, 1. Touch down. Hands reach to center. So cast the hands and we've got a pulse punch. Hands coming between the knees, lifting shoulders, pulsing up. Here we go. Pulse. So little pulses, reaching hands towards the knees, lifting shoulders, sliding ribs to hips. Now try and keep the chest open rather than collapsing in, and tuck the chin. So lead with your hands and lead with the heart, pressing the chest upwards. Keep breathing strong. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Stretch out when you need to. Hands this time, we're going to take one to the front, one to the center. So you're taking the hands over the knees, front to back. Lift it up, front, center, back, center. So lifting each time and lowering down halfway. Punching the hands up, lifting the chest up, halfway there. Keep pressing up, lifting up. Keep the heels down, draw the lower back down. 3, 2, 1. Relax it down. Hands over shoulders. Oh, we're going around the world. I'm lying. Hands clasped. So we're going to take it up and circle the hands around the knees. Lift it up. Circle front to back. Reset. Circle back to front. Reset. So lifting up, drawing the hands round in a great big circle. Taking the hands up round the knees if you can, or reaching up, take it round. So soften the elbow, bring it round. Oh, feel that in the core. 3, 2, 1. Now we get to dead bug. I'm too keen. Hands above shoulders, knees over your hips. Draw the belly, draw the shoulders, and draw the tailbone down. Opposite leg and opposite arm extends. Extend, draw in. Driving out with the thumb and the heel, drawing back in. So great for balance, mobility, strengthening through our core and our posterior chain. So extend the opposite arm and the opposite leg away from each other. Draw the knee in over the hips. Breathe it in. 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Stretch out if you need to. That is our first round done. Round 1 done. Grab a drink if you need to. And we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to repeat those same exercises. Same 8 sets. Once more. And then we move into our second set of work. So roll yourselves down. Find that core control once more. So drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Protect your lower back. Strengthen through the core, hands to temples, easy crunch. 3, 2, 1, up we come, lifting and lowering. So as you come down, let the forehead touch the mat at the back. Already halfway there. Time flies when you're having fun, right? Lift and lower the chest.
Take the gaze between the knees. 3, 2, 1. Hands to temples, cross crawl. Option to stay with the toe tap or extend into bicycle this time. Lifting the shoulders. Come on up. So your option is to extend to 45. Stay with the toe tap if you wish. Extending the legs, drawing across. So this is going to increase intensity as we extend the lever, taking the leg further away. Reduce it halfway if you want, just taking it out. The lower you come to the ground, the more intense it feels. That's it. Rotation through upper body. 3, 2, 1. Bring the toes down. Palms to ceiling. Draw the shoulders back and down for now. Draw the core tight. Shoulders away from ears. Lift up. Crunch side to side. So ankle taps. Keep hips squared. Just the upper body. Reaching side to side. Really getting into our obliques here. So these are the panels down the sides. This is going to help our waistline as well. So getting stronger. 360 core workouts. So find a pace and tap. 3, 2, 1. Upper body resets and rolls down. Knees come over hips. Shins parallel to the floor. So you're going to toe tap down, extending. So toe taps, option. This time you can start to extend, legs to 45. Intensified option for level 2. Extending legs to 45 or staying with the toe taps. Focusing the work on the lower core. Extend the leg out closer to the ground. More intense. Brace the core tight. 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Toes down. Clasp the hands. We're going to take that pulse reach in between the knees. Draw the core in tight. Lift it up and pulse it. Up, pulse. So just coming down halfway. Lifting up. Punching the hands between the knees. And this time, can you reach a little higher? Get that bite through the core. Halfway. Lifting up. Strengthening our upper abs here. Lifting the chest. Pulsing forwards. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Reset. Front, center, back, center. Hands clasp. Shoulders lift. Take it to the front, to the center, to the back, to the center. And again, keep the hips square. So we're getting into the front and sides of work here. Keep it nice and steady and controlled. Breathe it out. Lift and lower. We've got this, team. 3, 2, 1. Reset, roll down. So this time we're going to loop our hands up and round. So see how far we can lift up, taking the arms front to back and back to front. Draw core tight, lift up, reset, round the other way. So alternate, lifting the chin to the chest, lifting the shoulders. Can you be on the knees? Can you get on the knees? That's it, take it round. So arms circling like you're stirring a big pot. Over halfway. 3, 2, 1. Knees over hips. Hands up. So thumbs face the back. Draw the feet and toes towards you, flexing. Draw the belly into the spine. And we extend. Dead bug. Out, out. In. So keep the core pulled in nice and strong. reduce that angle you come down to if you want to modify. So just come down halfway if you wish, and come on in. Draw core tight. Send the thumb back. 3, 2, 1. Hug knees into chest. So that's set 2 done. Halfway. So just take a little roll back to front, side to side. And let's talk about our next 2 rounds. So new set of exercises. This time, exercise 1, shoulders down, and it's a double toe tap, lifting the knees to the chest in a reverse curl. Exercise 2 is a C crunch, so hands to temples, crunching into center. Exercise 3, we take our arms wide and extend our front leg. Opposite arm comes up, extending, toe tapping, back leg stays bent, reaching across. Then we come onto our sides and we have got a side extension in towards the waistline. Then we move into our hip bridges. So we're going to have hip bridges, feet flat, lifting up, holding. Then we've got hip bridges, heel lifting. Then we come into our plank work. So we'll roll over into our plank work. So for now, draw the belly into the spine, draw the shoulders back and down, and we've got a double toe tap into a reverse curl. Shoulders down, core brace. Here we go, lifting and lowering. So draw the core in tight, toes tap down, draw into chest, tailbone lifts. So just tap the toes lightly, draw the knees slightly closer towards the chest, shoulders stay down. Can you feel that little reverse crunch? Breathe it out. 3, 2, 1. Hands to temples. We're going to crunch our upper body into lower body. Midway, C crunch. Shoulders back and down, away from ears. Brace core. Crunch to center. Crunch it up. Tap it down. So sit up and a double leg lift, crunching into center. Toes tap down lightly. Lift shoulders, lift chest. Chin tucks the floor. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Lift and lower, nice and gently. Three, 2, 1. Bring both feet flat, extend arms wide. Front leg or right leg is going to extend long. Other leg stays bent. Opposite arm is going to reach to toe tap in center. Here we go, lift it up, same leg, and down. Crunch to center. Opposite arm, drive down into the shoulder and the elbow as we reach across. This is a half iron cross. So press into the heels and the opposite elbow as you reach up, crunching into the center. Lifting up, tap the toes. Option if you need to. Bring it to a knee and tap down. Work to your level. 2, 1. Roll onto that front hip for me. Arm extends long. Come onto the meaty part of your glutes. Extend the legs, draw them into 45. Hand to temple. Side crunch. So we reach to ankle and extend away. Reach to crunch and extend. So sitting on the meaty part of the glute, draw the knees into 45, lifting the top ribs, crunching into our waistline here. Halfway, crunching up, great waistline workout here. Lift and lower, extending out, keep the knees towards me. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down, come into a hip bridge. Slide the heels towards the hips. Heels hip distance apart. We're going to press into the heels, lifting up, holding hip bridge. Shoulders down, here we go, up we come. Hold your hip bridge. Squeeze the glutes, chin to chest, and try and get a lovely long line from the knees, drawing the core in, squeezing the glutes. pressing into your heels. So keep the knees, keep the feet and the hips in line. So don't let the knees collapse in. Over halfway, squeeze and lift, strengthening through our posterior chain. Roll down and relax. This time we're coming up into hip bridge and we're going to lift alternating heels, front and back or right and left. Keeping the hips nice and high, roll it up. Brace and squeeze and lift heels, front and back or left and right. Keep the hips square, that's our focus. Lifting the heels, driving down into the opposite heel, pressing to the ground, squeezing the glutes tight. Halfway there. Take a breath in, press down into the ground, squeezing super tight. 3, 2, 1. Come on over, come into plank. We've got a 30-second plank hold. So stack the arms on the knees or on the toes. Draw belly to spine, shoulders and hips in line. 30 seconds, here we go. So elbows are under shoulders, strong base, strong core brace. So imagine you've got a corset around you. Hips and shoulders are in line. Anytime you need to, tap the knees down, pressing out through your heels, lengthening the spine, drawing the core into the center. Three, 2, 1. Knees tap down, come down onto your tummies. Toes together, squeeze glutes, hands to temples. And we've got a back extension. So lifting the chest, hands to temples. Here we go. Lift up and lower down. Draw the shoulders back and down. Toes together, glutes squeeze to protect the back. Lifting chest and down. Drawing the back down towards your back pockets. Breathing in and breathing out, lifting chest, gaze to ground. 3, 2, 1. Hands under shoulders, push yourselves back. Let's repeat that and then we're done. One set to go, guys. So feet flat. We start with that double leg tap and reverse. So roll yourselves down, reset the core. Arms wide, draw the shoulders down, bracing through the core. Double leg lift with that little lift in the tailbone into a reversed curl. Brace core, 30 seconds, here we go. Lifting up and tapping down. And this time, if you want to increase intensity, you can take the legs further away, draw in towards the chest, keeping 90 in the knees. Lift and lower, just a little crunch in there. Keep the shoulders down and get a really slow extension with the legs. Draw it in. Oh, this is a good one. 3, 2, 1. Reset. Hands to temples, C-crunch to center, upper and lower body working. Draw the belly button in. And we lift our shoulders, lift our legs. 2, 1. Crunching in and tapping down. So keep it nice and simple. Breathing in as you come up, exhaling as you come down, pressing the lower back down into the mat. Lift up and lower. Keep the elbows wide and get your gaze between your knees. Chin tucking to chest. 3, 2, 1. This time, guys, back leg extends long, arms wide. Front leg stays bent, so the opposite to our half iron cross last time. Bracing the core, toe tap, opposite arm, opposite leg. Crunch up and down. Lift up, coming across the body, opposite arm to opposite leg. Crunching into the center. So lifting the shoulders nice and high, pressing down into the opposite heel and elbow to get that lift. over halfway. 3, 2, 1. Now you can roll over away from me or spin around onto the other side. Come onto the meaty part of your glutes. Arm extends, knees to 45 towards me. Crunching up, reach to ankle and extend. So keeping that front arm down. Crunch up towards the ankle. Draw the knees in, lifting that ribs. So those lower ribs pressing down, upper ribs just lift slightly. Halfway there. Crunch into the waistline at the top here. And we're almost halfway through our final set, guys. 3, 2, 1. So roll down, hip bridge, feet flat, knees bent. Draw the belly in strong, press into the heels, and we come up to our hip bridge hold. 3, 2, 1, up we come. So roll the shoulders underneath you, pressing into the hips, drawing into the core. That's it. Press down into your heels and your shoulders. So your back is strong. Imagine someone zipped up through your spine, drawing down. Keep the chin tucked to your chest. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Exercise 6. We're going to press back up into the hip bridge, heel lifts. Reset through the core. Really important. Draw in strong. Lift up and lift heels. So how smooth can you lift the heels? How steady can you keep your hips? And how strong can you press into that heel to keep that stability there? Halfway. Breathe it in, breathing out, guys. 3, 2, 1. Roll it down. Come on over. Last 2 sets. Find your plank. Last plank. 30 seconds of work. So extend the legs away. Draw the core in tight. 2, 1. That's it. Up into plank. 30 seconds. Here we go. 30 seconds plank hold. Press into the heels. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. And draw that belly button into the spine. So keep breathing. It's not about holding your breath. It's core control and breathe through it. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Knees down. Roll it down. Bring the toes together. Squeeze the glutes. Hands to temples. Last 30 seconds of work. Take a nice big breath in, and we lift and lower chest. Lift it up and down. So back extension, drawing the elbows wide, lifting the chest, gaze stays down. Squeeze into your glutes. That's it, all through the back, strengthening through our back body. 2, 1. Hands down. You are done. Push yourselves up and back. Send the knees wide. Just come into child's pose. Reach the arms out long. Drawing down into the forearms. And release. Coming up. Just take a nice big breath in. Tuck chin to chest. Tuck tailbone. Cat stretch, press down into hands, and then exhale, draw the chest open. Coming up, open arms wide, give the shoulders a bit of a roll, and give yourselves a big round of applause. That was our Thursday morning core workout. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sam. Questions, comments, or feedback, head to the South Downs Leisure app. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.